Beyonce girl, at this point, it would be better for you just to say that you need some money. We ain't got it, but it would be better for you just to name that you need some money instead of making it seem as though this is another project that you're passionate about that you've been working on for the last 4 years. Even if you have been working on it for the last 4 years, the time is the worst considering people, your fans, cannot pay their bills. We are in the middle of inflation, and you as a celebrity who is up there when it comes to coin is continuously asking your fans to buy stuff. And before someone says she ain't making nobody buy anything, the way these parasocial relationships work, look how many people joke about, hey, Beyonce ain't got it, but I'm gonna make it work. People are joking about Beyonce being in their pockets. They are joking about being in debt because of said celebrity. And celebrities, not just Beyonce, know that. And the fact that they continue to do it says a lot about their character. Let's talk about it.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
What's going on, you all? Usually when I do videos like this, I will give a PSA and just say, hey, if you're a fan, don't watch this. But you know what? You need to. Because we need to have a conversation. I've already did a video about this. Is Beyonce broke or is she greedy? I did that on Patreon. I did 2 parts. And my theory is that it's a mixture of both. I think she is a little bit broke and I think she is greedy. And I think that she's broke because she wants to have this specific lifestyle. And I think when folks say, she ain't broke, she got money. She got money. Yeah, she got a hell of a lot more money than I do and a lot more access to capital than I do. And the majority of the people who look like me, but the people who are funding her lifestyle are people who look like me. People who are working class. Like if you think just rich folks are buying into Beyonce, you got the game messed up. It is working class poor folks who are buying into Beyonce because of parasocial relationships. And Beyonce knows this. She knows this. And she knows it so well that she tries to humanize it and put some relatability around it by naming, oh, this is something I've been working on so dear to me. And this was, you know, about my great grandfather and da da da. And it's just like, again, yeah, girl, this is cute. Like, yes, like, yeah, do your thing, sister. But we're in the middle of inflation right now. Like people are struggling paying their bills. We're seeing it. Like even right now, economists are telling us that we're not in a recession, but everyday working class folks are saying we are in a recession. Like we're seeing the reports. It's been constant conversations. Like Beyonce knows that. Beyonce knows that. Like, sister, what is going on? You released Sacred not even a year ago. The hair care product just came out not too long ago. Before that, you did the perfume. Before that, you had the deal with AMC. You had the documentary that was really just a concert, to be honest, at AMC. We didn't get that on streaming services, something that some of us already paid for. We had to buy $25 tickets to go see it. And when fans said, hey, we know that you're doing this, but can you can you not show this in Israel? Nothing said. The folks was out here singing Break My Soul while destroying other folks. Like, and before that, you had a tour that made you millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars. I am now asking, what cost? At what cost? And before folks say, well, it's not just Beyonce, it's not. Honestly, a lot of celebrities are doing it. Something is going on. I don't know if y'all see it or not. You ain't got to follow the markets and stuff to see what's going on because that really don't matter. Every one of your favorite celebrities are on tour right now. Every one of your favorite artists are on tour. Even those who are not ready for a tour are currently selling tickets. Ice Spice She don't know where her career will be 2 years from now, and she out here talking about she got a perfume coming out. Like, these celebrities don't have the money. Interest rates is beating these folks' ass. Like, it's beating it's beating their ass too, because they can't afford their lifestyles anymore. Like, they have to work. They have to work. Beyonce has never worked like this her entire career like this. Like, she's never done any, this is going back to Beyonce in the beginning. Like, movies, all the other stuff is just like, okay, girl, like, what's going on? Like, you just did this thing with Verizon too. It's just like, I get it. Like, you're an entertainer. You make money from entertaining. This is not entertaining. The fans have said, we want to see the visuals from Renaissance. Like, we want the Renaissance visuals. Nope, y'all got this. Y'all got this. And it's like, you are doing everything in your power to, like, continuously get money from folks. And it's not even something that folks can use. Like, yeah, there are a million whiskey brands out right now. Like, there are a million whiskey brands out right now. Like, I'm pretty sure whenever this whiskey comes out, it will taste similar to some other whiskeys that are already out right now. What makes this different is that it's Beyonce. Her husband already has liquor. Like, her husband already has liquor. It's just, how much more stuff do you need to sell to us to afford your lifestyle when we don't have any money? Let's be honest. And you ain't even got to say it. A lot of us ain't got it right now. A lot of us are robbing Peter to pay Paul. A lot of us don't even know how we're going to retire. And I'm not saying that's Beyonce's fault. I'm not saying that it's celebrity's fault. What I'm saying is our favorite celebrities are watching us, like, struggle and watching us, like, you know, go through all these things in the middle of inflation and still pushing things on us to buy. Consumerism is ending us. And it's disrespectful at this point. It's disrespectful. And that's why I'm having a conversation about it, because Beyonce is a big celebrity. And majority of her fans are black folks. And a lot of these black folks are working class folks who are suffering the most right now because of inflation. And these people, unfortunately, can't put their credit cards and debit cards down because they want a feel-good moment. They want to escape whatever is going on in their lives. And celebrities know that. Celebrities like Beyonce know that. We are constantly consuming things that we do not need because it is attached to said celebrity. And these celebrities know that. That is why I'm having a conversation about it. That is why these conversations are necessary, because you want everything from us, but you're not willing to listen to the things that we would like. We would like the visuals from the Renaissance album. Yes, the stuff is messed up. You didn't like it, whatever happened. You didn't like how the visuals came out. Respect that. Then just say that. Hey, y'all, you know what? I didn't like the visuals. But every time your ass come back and talk to us, it's about pushing a product. Like, girl, you're an influencer at this point. Like, you released back-to-back album. Like, no shade, Cowboy Carter, nobody is really even talking about that album like that no more. You tried to get the country coin, and, like, you tried to play on that. You made some money from that. Maybe you'll do a tour next year. Who knows? Who knows? Like, everybody and their mama is on tour right now. Like, artists who have not released music are, like, on tour right now. The girls are hurting. The girls are hurting down. These big Fortune 500 companies are struggling too. Like, McDonald's, for the first time, is recording a loss. Like, they're losing money. Starbucks losing coin too. Like, folks can say it's because of the boycott and all the things that's going on with that, but it's also folks don't have money to give McDonald's. Like, they don't have money to give McDonald's. Like, people don't have the extra money. Like, folks keep joking and saying, oh, y'all not able to pay y'all bills because, you know, y'all keep going out to eat. Y'all keep drinking Starbucks and all the other stuff. And now the folks they're stopped doing that. And they're still not able to pay their bills. So what I'm saying is, like, all the corporations, all these folks are doing that. And Beyonce, honestly, is giving a corporation at this point. And we keep seeing her as this person, like, that we know. And the only time we're seeing her is when she's coming out telling us to purchase some stuff. So she just launched this whiskey. And I will say that, the bottle looks pretty. She teamed up with Moet Hennessy, which is a subsidiary of LVMH, like this billion-dollar brand, like who also owns some of Fenty Beauty. She's naming the whiskey after her great-grandfather, Davis Houge. And the name of the whiskey is Sir Davis. It's a cute name. The brand is there. I will say they got the horse. It looks good. It looks good. Any other time, I'm like, okay, this is cute. Had this been like a couple years ago, oh, this is really beautiful, da 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 da. But it just looks eerie because you just launched Sacred. That's not even finished right now. Like that ain't even been 2 years. Like you ain't. If you were passionate about that, you would be still pushing it and working on that and da 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 da. It would be, the thing. Like you would wait. But to be pushing 3 products like you just did perfume, it's just like, like, this is not adding up. It ain't adding up. It's not making sense to be putting out these many things. Like, girl, what the hell? You Procter and Gamble at this point? Like, what is going on? When the fans are saying, hey, girl, we want the visuals. Like, we would like the visuals. What? That's what they want. They want a visual. They want to see what you did with Renaissance. Where is that at? And folks will say, oh, she's on her Rihanna stuff. Like, yes, we can talk about Rihanna too. Like, let's be honest, and it's no shade. Like, Rihanna and her Fenty Beauty stuff and her whatever she's doing, even the wigs and stuff, all that stuff is a cash grab. All of it's a cash grab. These folks are not passionate about this stuff. They're passionate about the money about it. Like, that's it. These pet projects, like these folks have turned into full-fledged venture capitalists. Like, that's what it's giving. And nobody's breaking Rihanna door down for a tour. Like, let's be completely honest. Yes, we want some new music for her and all that. And yes, like, we relate to Rihanna in a way because we have more access to her. Like, a lot of us, saw her online. She was active. She goes out. She does things. She's very public. Beyonce is not public like that at all. So it just looks weird for somebody who's not public now coming out. Hey, I can be public now. Remember the video? And I talked about this on Patreon. I talked about, and I was vulnerable in that video. I talked about Jackie and her blocking fans and stuff, asking about her marriage and stuff, and folks being disrespectful to her. And one of the questions I asked is, how can someone as big as these people be just human or whatever when they have the ability to sell things? Like, you have the ability to sell things to your fans. So when we talk about parasocial relationships, you cannot sit up here and tap in your parasocial relationship when you want to. You can't say, hey, give me this. And like, you can, and you're definitely entitled to that. But it just looks a little bit like, when you are then coming in and say, hey, can y'all buy this from me? You cannot have it both ways. And I need folks to understand that you cannot sit up here and be a multi-million-dollar business and ask for like, oh, it just doesn't make sense because you are selling yourself. You are selling yourself. Yeah, it's not right. But if you really, really don't like it, then cut it all off and just stop doing it. Yes, you can mitigate stuff and change stuff up, but y'all love what parasocial relationships are able to do because it puts food on y'all table. Period. Y'all are making millions of dollars off of y'all parasocial relationships. Can't nobody force a parasocial relationship on a celebrity when they are out here using their likeness to sell things. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're using your likeness to sell stuff. When you are appearing in Verizon ads and you sit up here doing this and that, you're selling your likeness because your likeness next to a brand softens the image of the brand and makes us want to support. Verizon didn't give that money to Beyonce because they like Beyonce. They may say that the same way they put thank you on a plastic grocery bag. They want the likeness next to their brand so new customers can associate Beyonce with Verizon and therefore buy it. Like buy into, oh, like Beyonce, this, she must have Verizon. People do that. We want to believe that they don't, but people do, and they know it. Like, that is why you see back in the day, like you would see celebrities on cigarette ads and Coca-Cola commercials and Pepsi, because we associate that with that. Like, it gives them visibility and it makes us relate to this brand. That's how branding works. And these folks understand that. So in Beyonce's case, she understands that her fans will continue to support and buy things if she's associated with and using cute stories like, oh, this was my great granddad, da da da, this is passionate, da da da. Like, yeah, you very well could be very passionate and love that, but it's just like, also, girl, are you really passionate about these things? Like, you have to sell us relatability in this. Like, I don't know. Like, and yes, there is a problem with, I don't care if they're black, white, whatever. There is an issue with someone amassing this much wealth because it is inherently unethical. Because at the end of the day, somebody is going to be exploited. It's not just folks purchasing things, it's the folks who are making these things, the folks who are picking these things to make this whiskey and all the other stuff. Like, how many times have we seen, you know, celebrities happen to come out and say, hey, you know, we're not, you know, using sweatshops to make this stuff. And it's like, yeah, y'all do just find ways to bypass and all that other stuff. Because at the end of the day, for capital to be made, somebody has to be exploited. And oftentimes we don't see it. We don't want to see it. There's a reason why certain things are cheaper, because they're being paid cheap labor to make it. And we continuously like buy into these things. Like, girl, like even the situation that's happening in Congo, like these kids being forced to mine materials and stuff for the iPhones, for the phones that we're using, the battery powered like devices that we're using. And we're constantly pushed by Apple and all the other to buy a new phone each and every year. And then we wonder why, you know, oh, with this new update, my phone is running hotter, my phone is running slower, because they're deliberately doing these things to make us purchase and continue to be consumers. Like consumerism, constant. And Beyonce is no different. She's no different. And I need for us to realize that. That's all I got, y'all. You know, check out the full video. Is Beyonce broke or is she just greedy? It's on Patreon. I had to put it on Patreon. I had to put it on Patreon because, girl, y'all, the girls would be upset at that video. And I had to keep it cute on here, but I still gave y'all as much information and my thoughts about it. But let me know how you feel about it. Raise a glass to the whiskey. I love whiskey, but I don't like capitalism. Even though I live in a capitalist society, I can sometimes negotiate what I will do and what I won't do. Period.